Dmytro is in shock. His body pierced and organs punctured multiple times by shrapnel. From shelling just outside his home in Kharkiv, a battleground in eastern Ukraine. At first it was very tough, he tells me, and then I came to terms with everything that happened to me. His voice almost a whisper. He tells me he regrets not listening to his elders that fateful day.
How are you feeling after, really some horrendous few days?
I never thought that I would say it. You have to protect yourself to the maximum and follow all the rules that are told by adults, he says. The 19-year-old who lost both his parents before the war was evacuated by train and transferred here to Western Ukraine's biggest hospital, where he's undergone multiple surgeries and spent weeks in the ICU. Dmytro's doctor tells me he too is struggling to make sense of the injuries he's been seeing.
I done some operation that I only read from the books, and my colleagues from the Austria and Germany, they also have some experience, but they never seen such a serious disease.
Dmytro is part of a steady stream of patients who have been evacuated from the front lines and arrived in Lviv on medical trains like this one. An impressive wartime operation with an inbuilt ICU carriage, which travels back and forth between the front line in the east with critically injured patients. It's a journey the little Sofia also had to make when she left Mykolaiv in southern Ukraine. The 9-year-old, just out of the ICU, is now recovering after a piece of shrapnel measuring 1 centimeter entered her brain as she made her way home. She's very strong. She hasn't even cried when she got wounded, her mother tells me. Visibly exhausted, her mother shows me photos of happier times. Now relieved, her little girl is turning a corner. At first, when she started breathing independently and was still in Mykolaiv, they let me walk into the ICU. I walked in and unexpectedly she said, "Mummy," with tears in her eyes. I was so happy that she remembered me and that she didn't lose her memory, she says. Sofia's neurosurgeon tells me he's never seen a case like this, as he shows me her CT scans.
I would give chance not more than 1%. Yeah.
So the shrapnel came through the front,
yes,
all the way, perforated all the way to the back of the skull. Yes. Dr. Mikhailo tells me he operates on as many as 5 children every week. Proof, perhaps, that even the most innocent are not immune to the scars of Russia's war. Isa Suarez, CNN, Lviv, Ukraine.